They told me to burn the notebook. When I handed in my badge back in '96, the captain looked me in the eye and said, "Frank, forget what you saw on the highway. It was just a coyote. It was just the drugs talking." Yeah, sure, a coyote. I'm 72 years old now. I got nothing left to lose, and I'm tired of carrying this story alone. So listen close, kid, because I'm only gonna say this once. It was November 14th, 1994. I was patrolling Route 66 just outside of Kingman, Arizona. Dead of night. No moon, just the headlights cutting through the blacktop. I clocked a sedan doing 95. It was swerving, bouncing off the shoulder. Classic DUI, right? That's what I thought. I hit the sirens. The car didn't pull over. It sped up. But here's the thing. When I got close enough to see the driver, he wasn't looking at the road. He was looking in his rearview mirror, screaming. He wasn't running from me. He was running from whatever was in his back seat. Tone, tense, faster pacing, reliving the stress. He finally spun out near mile marker 88. The car hit a ditch. Steam everywhere. I pulled my service weapon, standard procedure. I walked up to the driver's side window. The guy, he was a kid, maybe 20 years old, and he was clawing at the door lock, not trying to get out, trying to lock himself in. I yelled, "Step out of the vehicle." He looked at me with eyes I'll never forget. Bloodshot, terrified. He pointed to the trunk. He whispered, "Don't let him out. I hit him 3 times. I ran him over, but he won't stop moving." Now, I've seen hit and runs. People panic. They hide the body. It's sick, but it happens. I grabbed the keys. I walked to the back of the car. The trunk lid was dented, warped. Something had been hitting it from the inside. I should have called for backup, but I didn't. I turned the key. The trunk popped open. Tone slowed down significantly, low and gravelly. There was a body, a man, wrapped in a tarp. But the shape was wrong. The limbs, they were bent at angles that bones shouldn't bend, like wet clay. And the smell? It didn't smell like death. It smelled like ozone, like burnt copper wire and old rain. I reached out to check for a pulse. The moment my finger touched the skin rippled. It wasn't cold. It was burning hot. And then the thing in the trunk opened its eyes. They weren't human eyes, kid. No pupils, just white, milky glass. And it smiled at me. Tone, shaken, almost angry. I stumbled back. I dropped my flashlight. The driver started screaming, a high-pitched, wailing sound. Then the radio in my patrol car went dead. The lights on the highway flickered and popped. Total darkness. I heard a sound like tearing metal. When I got my flashlight back on, the trunk was empty. The tarp was still there, but the body, gone. No footprints in the dust. No sound of running, just gone. I ran to the driver. He was dead. Massive heart attack. His face was frozen in a mask of pure terror. And the doors? They were still locked from the inside. Tone, resigned, closing the story. The official report said the kid overdosed on meth and crashed. They said the damage to the trunk was from the impact. They never explained the scorch marks on my uniform. They never explained why all the coyotes in that sector died that night. But sometimes, when I'm driving late at night, I see hitchhikers on Route 66, and I never stop, because I know what's out there walking in the dark. And it ain't human. That's it. That's the file. Do what you want with it. I'm done.